I'm Bailey Williams.
And I'm Alex Wise.
And this is your news from today. Bailey here, and we are bringing you the world news at Channel 2. I've got news from China. They are having a ban on crime and drama shows. TV producers in China are mad about the ban because they are concerned about their popularity of these shows and worried the income will drop. The reason they are banning these shows is not clear, but they are replacing the banned programming with historical shows on the Communist Party to celebrate the party's 90th anniversary.
Hello, I'm Alex, bringing you the current news. Al-Qaeda leader al-Batawi, accused of masterminding the deadly siege of Baghdad church last October, headed a jail mutiny in Baghdad today. He grabbed an officer's gun while being led to interrogation and shot 4 policemen dead, including the head of the unit. Five other officers were wounded in crossfire before Batawi was killed. An Interior Ministry official told AFP News that Batawi was being taken to be interrogated by possible al-Qaeda plots in Iraq to avenge the death of Osama bin Laden when he seized an officer's gun. He managed to free a group of other inmates before they attempted to break out of the prison in the Iraqi capital's central Karada district in the early hours of Sunday morning, said the official. But the would-be escapees were killed by security reinforcements. Brigadier General Asali, head of counterterrorism in Karada district, were killed along with a lieutenant colonel and the first 2 lieutenants, the official said. Batawi was among 12 people arrested in last October in connection with the siege of a Catholic church in Karada district. More than 100 people were attending Mass at the time and were taken hostage. At least half of them were killed when Iraqi security forces moved in to try to free them. Now on to Jonathan with more on the death of Osama bin Laden.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, reporting to you live outside bin Laden's compound in Pakistan. Osama bin Laden died on May 1st, 2011. He was 54 years old. After 10 years, America finally captured bin Laden. Bin Laden was the leader of a terrorist group called Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda was responsible for 9/11. 9/11 stands for September 11th, 2001. On that famous day, Al-Qaeda hijacked planes, hit the Twin Towers, and almost hit the White House, if it wasn't for the people on the plane. More than 3,000 people died, and hundreds were injured. So now bin Laden is dead, which most Americans are happy about, especially in New York, because of the Twin Towers being hit by the hijacked planes.
My name is Dakota Wong, reporting live from inside the compound in Pakistan, where bin Laden was captured and killed. People are questioning how the structure could go unnoticed for 5 years and bin Laden's position never uncovered. Satellite images show that there was nothing on the site in 2004, but by 2005 it began to be built and has been added to over the years. The compound is 18 feet high walls topped with barbed wire. The main building inside the compound is 3 stories with little windows facing the city. I'm Dakota Womack, and this is Channel 2 World News. Back to you, Alex.
Now a report from Egypt.
Hi, I'm Mahela Gomez. I'm reporting to you live from Egypt, where on the 28th of January, the President of Egypt deployed the army to deal with the growing protest movement. It was reported that the military suggested that the President step down. While President Mubarak served Egypt for 30 years, the leader of the military told him that the time had come for a change. Unfortunately for President Mubarak, he will be remembered as the first head of state to be gotten rid of by Egypt's exceptionally long history. Back to you.
Now we have 2 reporters delivering stories on Japan.
My name is Joseph, live from Japan. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami had struck at 2:46 Japanese Standard Time. The earthquake started at about 70 kilometers below sea level. It was called a level 7 disaster. Even the Japanese Prime Minister said it was their worst disaster ever. And it caused many nuclear accidents throughout the country because nuclear energy is Japan's main power source. In total, it caused over $300 billion in damages. The earthquake caused the tsunami by creating disruptions in the water, resulting in massive wave size.
Hello and welcome to our special report on the Japan earthquake. First, take a look at this footage of the first earthquake. Today there was another 5.6 quake and the Japanese people are still struggling to recover. One woman I interviewed said, "I do not know why the ground keeps shaking. I'm afraid to go inside and I'm afraid it will collapse in on me. As you can tell, everyone here is scared that something even worse will happen." I'm Austin Jones in Japan, and back to you.
Now we bring you to Vicky Bullen in Syria.
Hello, my name is Victoria Bowen, and I'm reporting to you live from Syria. For many of you who don't know, Syria is going through a crisis with their president, Bashar al-Assad. His family has been president for many generations. Now, residents of Syria are in an uproar trying to overthrow their leader. It is a bloody battle between the police and the protesters. Many protesters have been killed. On May 9, 2011, troops of Bashar al-Assad have took extreme action and sat on top of rooftop buildings and shot anyone who was against who looked like they were against the president. You can say that this president does not want to be overthrown. I'm Victoria Bowen with Channel 2 News, live from Syria.
And here are two reports from the Ivory Coast.
Hi, my name is Danny. I'm here reporting from the Ivory Coast. This week, the president of Ivory Coast has been sworn in. He was actually elected in early November, but President Gbagbo wouldn't step down. Mr. Ouattara took his oath at the President Palace in Abidjan. While UN peacekeepers stood guard, Mr. Gbagbo was arrested. In April, Mr. Wataha was quoted saying, "It is the start of a new era of reconciliation and unity between all the daughters and all the sons of our."
Hi, my name is Marcellus Wallace, and I'm reporting here from the Ivory Coast, where President Alassane Ouattara has been sworn into office after a 4-month standoff after Gbagbo refused to leave office in December. After he left office, Gbagbo has been questioned about the rights he abused while president. Also, while president, he wanted to use taxes on coca to fund his attempts to stay in power. The tax was introduced about 6 weeks ago, during which time the price of coca has jumped about 15% to $3,669 a ton. While the presidential elections took place in November, the price was about $2,900 a ton. Ghana, the second largest coca producer in the world, has picked up much of the slack. Back to you.
Now we have some news in Libya from Ashlyn.
Hello, my name is Ashlyn, and I'm reporting to you from Libya. As we all know, there is a bad crisis going on in Libya. There is fighting between the government and rebels who want to overthrow the government, and it is getting worse. The rebels have asked for more help from NATO. There is much damage because sorties have destroyed or damaged their tanks. Many buildings have also collapsed or been damaged. Children have had to be evacuated from their homes. Few children have been killed, but a few 100 have been wounded. With a total of over 1,000 people dead, this may get worse.